Hi, I'm back. I've been out and I've decided to come back to this while I've got a spare couple of hours. So what I'm thinking is making some little fairies for here and around the place. I found this out of the watercolour book, gave it some sparkle. I think that'll stick in there. So I want to incorporate the sea and the land for this Whimsy Journal. So pockets have dried and yeah, so I'm going to, well, I've started. I thought I better turn on the camera because I get carried away, which is probably a good thing, but I'm just adding a few little sparkly, very thin layer of sparkly colours to this background paper that I use when I'm painting and splattering. As you can see, there's a few dots. So that's where I'm up to. I'm going to let this dry and then we'll be back to draw some pretty little faces. So I've got a few things out. My fairy wings, I'm not going to draw them today. I'm going to use the butterflies. These are my inspo, a couple I made a few weeks ago. So I'll just make them very small to fit in the trees. I've got some scrappy papers I think I'll use for the butterfly wings. I've got my baby wipe, painted baby wipes, and I've got a little bucket full of bits and pieces of fabric, scrappy bits. Well, that would be nice for a mermaid fairy, wouldn't it? Leave that out. Yeah, so I will see how we go. This is all dried now, and oh, I hope I've got my favourite marker. I may have to go and get that. Yep, I will be right back because it's in my house. This is my favourite marker at the moment, the Micron 04, and it's permanent. I use this for everything, I love it. So let's do some mini fairies. So I need to do tiny little faces, and they will be tiny. So I don't know how. Her chin is a little too square. For my liking anyway. And I like them to have messy hair. They live in the woods. And wow, she's got some high hair there. Some little eyes and a little mouth, little neck. And then I did with these, I actually stuck their little dress onto the paper and tore it out that way because it just made it a little bit more sturdy. And then I stuck the wings on. Same with this one. I love her dress. Just it was on an angle and that's what came out, so I thought that was cute. Yeah, so we'll do a little bit of their shoulders. Let's do another one. And this one can have curly hair. There's a few sprigs coming out, and this one, what will we do with this one? She could have like a bob, couldn't she? I made her fringe come a bit too far over her eyes, but that's alright. You get the gist. And my fairies are crazy out there and they don't really care. They do care about themselves and their environment, but the no care factor is they have such awareness in themselves that it doesn't matter. They have no, they're not worried about people's thoughts about them. So they go about their way doing their thing without all that stress of worrying about what people might think. Pretty awesome. So we've got 3, and they're going to have tiny little dresses. I kind of like this. I would do that. I wonder if I should do that for wings. Might do that for wings. Got this book page, painted book page. That would look awesome as wings as well. How about we do some little glittery dresses, tiny dresses. So I just snip this. I mean, this is really tiny because these are tiny, tiny fairies. Teeny, tiny, tiny, teeny, teeny fairies. A little triangle. The little triangle dress with their little glitter. Oh, I hope I've left enough room. I might have to cut one out. I might have drawn them a little close together, but that's okay. Let me do another one down here. And do some scraggly hair. Oh, Twiggy, she's been in the trees, enjoying life. Tiny little eyes and a mouth. A little neck. She has got big hair. Just like me in the 90s and the 80s. And yeah, she's going to be just fine. And then she's sort of kicking out a bit. Little knees. And this one is going to be straight down. Little knees. And the little arms. I should really stick these down before I draw, I guess. A little bit fiddly, but you know what? This is what it's about, isn't it? Just get in there and create. I love her crazy hair and her face. What a cracker. All right. Let me just glue them down, I think. And then I can go about doing their wings and whatnot. Yeah, the whatnot fairies. The whatnot fairy. Oh, look at that. My baby wipe came apart. Wow. I didn't think that would happen. I could use something else. Oops. One's okay. Geez, if I wanted to use these baby wipes just to make mini fairies, I wouldn't. I'd have a stash for a million years. Okay, so I'm going to draw little arms, little hands down there. The little shoes. This one, she's going to have one hand up in the air. And one coming around here. And I think she should be waving. Hi. And we all know where we get these little doodle fairies from. Janet Nash. Little whimsies for the Whimsy Journal for the Whimsy tree. All right. Let's do some wings. What size? I think the smallest is going to be best. And I'm a little bit of a cheat, so I just dab a bit of glue on there, put it on my acrylic block, and then I'm good to go. Just do a couple of pre-stamping. I want to get some of this coffee dye and a mixture of the colours. This pink one's nice too. And the green, that one didn't work out so good. And then I'm just going to cut them out roughly. Roughly. I cut their antennae off because we don't need that. We're just using the wings. And up the center. Green. Oops. One more. You can just draw the wings, but today I felt like not drawing the wings. As I said earlier, I feel like I'm in a little bit of a funk creating wise. I'm not sure why. I mean, I love doing it, but it's like I look at what I need to do and there's nothing in my mind that jumps at me. And then when I see that, oh look, see, I just got to ruin that. Let's use this one. I was looking at the page earlier and went, oh, I can make, you know, when I looked at those trees, I thought, oh, I can put little fairies in there. And this is why we're doing this now. But I still feel like it's, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say is what I'm saying. Because I don't know what it is, this feeling. Like I feel like my creative slump. I don't know why. All right, let me just clear this away. Let's cut out our little fairies. We've got some wings. I'm just going to cut this out. And hopefully, because I like them torn, without damaging. Let's see. I don't have nails because I'm not able to have nails at my work, is why you don't see beautiful shiny glittery nails as much as I'd love it. I might even pop watercolour in their hair. We'll see. So there is one. Whimsy little tree fairies. There's a piece of the book that I tore out the castle part from, the watercolour book I was showing earlier, that on the back had a cute little woodland illustration, and it was saying about the fairies in Scotland, how they like to live in the dark and the trees and the you know, the darker forest parts, and that they disguise themselves in bunches of trailing ivy. So trailing ivy might be a key to me in that journal. I wonder if that's matching. Does that look matching? I think it does. It's really challenging when you're working this small. I think it'll be okay. I'm just going to dot that on and we'll have a look. It's a little small to try and slit it in her arms. I might have to go over the arms, because usually I pin it at the back, but there's not enough room. I think it might be the shape of the wings. Oh, she still looks like a fairy, doesn't she? Does she look like a fairy? Of course she does. That's one little fairy. I'm going to try and get this paper in. Looks like it's been attacked by a mouse. Have a green. Maybe this could look cute. Yeah, they definitely need to be on the front so you can kind of see the shape. I don't know, this one is upside down, I think, but I don't mind. I kind of like it that way. Oh, that's the other wing. That's the other side. Uh-oh. Is that the one? Oh, yeah, that's the one. Okay. They're a little bit wonky, these wings, but that's all right. And waving Whimsy. She's a bit funny. I don't know how she'll be waving with a wing, but we'll try. No, she's not going to be able to wave. I should have drawn it on the outside. That's all right. She looks hilarious. She's having time of her life. Whimsy fairies through the trees with their wobbly knees. Okay. That is upside down as well. Is that different? No, just the colours. Alright, so we have 3 little Whimsy fairies. And I think let's have a look. The plan is for them to be playing in the tree around here. One peekaboo. The point is, do I want anything else? Considering it's a back page, I don't think so. I think I'll just stick them down. Yeah, I think I'll just stick them down. Some glue stick. The wings are loose. I've just glued the points on really. And I think she needs to go there. Three Whimsy fairies. Do I want watercolour in their hair? I think there's enough going on. They kind of blend in with the colour of the roses. Maybe these are the ivy. Ivy fairies. Do I want that there? Or shall I just leave it simple? I think I'll leave it. Maybe might use that for a page. I don't know. Well, I can always come back to it. I really want to get some pages in here, which won't be today. But yeah, there you go. 3 little Whimsy fairies in the Whimsy Journal. Okay, that's enough for today. I'll see you next time. Bye.